I'm sitting at your desk here at the city jail. Give me a call when you're ready to come in, and I'll see you then, okay? Yeah, bye. Hi there. I'm Dave Welsh, your host on the Let's Visit show. I'm sitting at Andy Taylor's desk here at the city jail in Mayberry. And today's show is going to be about Mayberry. So stay tuned. This should be a lot of fun. We're now at the Mayberry City Jail, and I'm in front of a very famous cell. This is Otis Campbell's cell. If you remember him, he was the town drunk. Now, unusual about this cell is it never had a lock on it. It was always wide open. So Otis could come in and out as he wanted, and he had all the luxuries of home. Over here in the corner, we have a 25-inch television set, black and white. Of course, it was the 1960s. And over here, a very comfortable rocking chair, all well padded. And in the corner, Aunt Bee had made him a nice round table with a pretty tablecloth and a reading lamp. So Otis had all of the comforts of home. This was his home, I guess. Oh my goodness. I think that just locked. I hope I can get out of here.
I'm dead sober, Andy, but I just got back in town. I've been up there to downtown Mount Airy, Mayberry here. Just carrying on. Ernest T run into me.
How'd you get in there, Otis?
Hey, I got a key. I got my own key.
You got your key? All I wanted was a uniform. I'm going in there. I'll lock you up in here. Let me lock you up.
Look,
here, I'll lock you up.
Thanks, Ernest T. I'm dead sober.
Give me your key so I'll lock you up.
Marty's been wondering how you get.
I'll lock you up here.
Look, Ernest T, I gotta tell you, don't lose my key on you.
Well, you got the key now so you can get back in. Now you remember last time you was in here singing?
Yeah.
Okay, now they called
I
the
don't know
police.
one or two songs.
But the neighbors called the police.
Yeah, they did.
Thought the cat was in the washing machine.
They did. Ernest T, you're my buddy, ain't you?
Yep.
All right, I had two buddies down the railroad track. You look like one of my buddies down the railroad track. One of them looked around to the other and on his knees. You know, another drunk guy. And he said, "Hey, buddy." I said, "What?" He said, "I can't make it up these stair steps." He's down the railroad track. Another looked down there and said, "Well, don't worry about the stair steps." He said, "I can't reach the handrail." Hey, Ernest, don't show me how to get out.
Well, they ain't gonna know everything.
It's a secret.
They ain't gonna know everything how you crawl out of here.
Marty don't know how to get
out here
out.
like this right
Ernest
here.
T.
Yeah, I get out like that right there, yeah. But now, Otis, you use your key now when you need to get out, okay?
I have to.
Yeah, you use
I don't
your
see
key.
how you do all that.
Yeah, you use your key. It's spring can work, but it can't go through this wall here.
Where's Andy?
They got Andy.
Yeah, where's Andy?
He's out buying one of them new stoves they got.
New stove?
Yeah, it's just 2 inches tall.
2 inches tall.
Yeah, I asked them how you cook a turkey in it. They said, well, instead of putting the turkey in the oven, you put the oven in the turkey. That's all I know.
Now, B's going to come back with some kerosene pickles for a while. She
Yeah.
got some kerosene pickles. You might like it, but now I want you to be careful and do not strike no matches, because those things are funny. Yeah, kerosene and everything else.
You think I get me a go too?
You might. The other day, Aunt B
Right
brought
here?
Yeah, let me tell you about what Aunt B brought me. I had a cell full. All them cells over there full. All kinds of people in. She brought me a mess of greens.
Agreed.
Yeah, she brought me some greens, and she said, "Otis, eat these greens, and went over and give the other guys and everything some." And I was eating them greens, and I felt a lizard crawl around mine. And I said, "Look, Aunt B, come here a minute, honey." I said, "There's a lizard in my greens." I said, "It's supposed to be?" And then she said, "No, Otis, shut up." She said, "Everybody else will want one."
Okay, I decided to let you guys out.
All right, here's it.
Oh my God. It won't
Hey, you got it. I appreciate it.
Mayberry! Yeah, welcome to Mayberry. We know.
Y'all be good.
Heading down to the fishing hole, is that right?
You got to imagine Andy and his daddy doing this, and then on the show when he told the stories to his producers, they wrote it in as Opie and Andy doing it. But in real life, it was Andy and his daddy, Carl Griffith.
How about this?
But it's been dry around here. We've had a lot of dry weather. But it's real pretty down here. Andy and his daddy used to go right over there and fish off that rock, right over there.
Mom asked me, said, what you gonna do in the morning? I said, Mama, don't ask that crazy question. I ain't woke up yet.
Yeah, in the morning you're gonna wake up.
I'm gonna do a skip.
I won't see that.
You won't see us skip?
I won't see. I'm gonna get right over here so I can see it.
All right, here goes the
How many?
skip.
7?
I don't know. Y'all
Seven?
have- y'all
Seven's the
have to
record.
count 'em.
All right, 7's the
Count 'em,
record.
count 'em.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Skip, skip.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Again.
Before you get to the jail, where do you do your drinking?
I come down here once in a while. Gomer and Goobers usually heads Andy off. But now, don't tell nobody where I get my stuff at. It's behind Wally's service station. Out there at the Darling Boys Farm house. They got a house, Darling Boys farmhouse behind Wally's service station. And I just carry a little thing.